Hello everybody. Isn't this just brilliant? Now for years and years people have been saying to me, Banagher is a great little town. It's full of characters, they're witty, they're funny, and I think after our Dutch visitors tonight it's obviously infectious. So I'm just going to do the first one simply called Readings from the Pallet. 25 years people have come here to spout, prose, shout about all those things that help us work out if all is well or not. Gleefully, others listened, their glasses glistened in the half-light, delight at others' play on words, standing on the pallet boards, all love and life assembled on the pages there, gathered, poets, a motley crew, mostly few, but many grew within the group. And lower and light, jumping from their pages, light as a feather, floating together. Bind all here, whether or not you know that. As soon as written, history ne'er will be forgotten. Paper never refused ink, be careful. Writing is for the writers, dour and soulful, but writing too can lift a soul. Above the morning, lifting all better, written down in the mornings. Beaded in the golden light another day, welcomed ever crystal clear. Worked and warmed, presented here. A word for word, silently welcomed. Proving culture can be enjoyed by me, you, each and all. A lowly pallet, the poet's stall. 25 years, we're still enthralled. We had a very sad summer, but we had a family reunion on the August bank holiday weekend. And I suppose going back to heritage and culture, one of the nights that we were all gathered at Pam's house, the ghost story started. So this one is simply called Ghost Stories. And the young ones there shivered, their little hearts worried. The old ones between, a knowing glance thrown, for a story long told but new to some others, regretted they didn't stick fingers in ears. And here we all gathered, the torment not hastened, brief respite within a good story told, and the visitors eyed their younger companions. Some ghost stories just never grow old. And now gathered in some 20 or more, quite easily resting along the hard floor. For who loves a good story? It don't often pass. A good storyteller never misses a chance. And the small ones glance softly, the open window wide, listening for ghosts and some ghouls there outside. I hate this story, the little one pouts, but the older ones here love the mischievous bout. And won't sleep tonight recalling the ghost child. No child hates a story about the old times. While legends are formed in these tellings in rooms, telling is sharing the memories of youth. The legends remain where a memory lasts, in sharing the stories shared down through our past. Banagher is a very generous town, and we have two people here tonight that they're doing great work for an awfully charity. It's the Ken Smollen Food Appeal. And whether or not you know it, there are ordinary folk near and far, not too far away, and in the Offaly area who are struggling every day to make ends meet and to put even a lunch into the child's school bag going to school. And Ken Smollen has a Facebook page, and he often puts up stories with the agreement of the families that he has visited maybe that day or the night before, and they would tear the heart out of you. And it's mostly, of course, the mother saying, well, Ken, I don't know what I would have done if you didn't come tonight with the box of food. And Elaine and Liam have a drop-off point at their home where you can donate any food parcels, you can drop them off to Elaine's house, and Ken collects them weekly. There's also a bank account if you want to make a donation, because people didn't have bread and milk, and obviously you can't drop off bread and milk and hope that it's going to stay fresh for a whole week. So I just wrote this poem. It's called The Art of Sharing. To a small child it comes easily, sharing the spoils with a smile, never afraid to go that extra mile. But soon life evolves, generousness falls away. You cannot solve a world's hunger in one day. And if you could, would you believe the possibilities are indeed endless? As new beginnings we can feed the needy or only so if we agree that some will win and some will not. We must provide for the forgotten. With plenty still to go around, a pound can amount to greatness. Don't you mind? Behind the door a mother's heart is breaking for the next meal lost. While we waste all and all is waste, change your ways, give more, use less. For we all have a powerful means to share our love in practice. Please give just one thing, one less for you. Some of your plenty to someone, few can live on all it's known, and to the lions the rest are thrown. But stop, please think, just raise your hearts, and start to give a little, a lot, to those with none. Please don't be got, our brothers, sisters, neighbours, friends, for needs are great behind closed doors. Share love and love again. There's plenty in the basket when all together come to aid the little child, never portrayed but needing to. As mother stars, she'll never take the stars away from her own. She struggles daily. Oh, please, please, share together fairly.